Me some time, baby. I wanna ball with you with no one else. I hate when you cry, baby. When you hear this, I hope that you can feel it. Cause baby, it took me some time, now I'm backwards, yeah. Wish that this time would move faster. I'm waiting on your call.
Hi guys, it's your girl Kia Milan. As you can kind of tell, I'm a little bit nervous, but this is my first YouTube video, so yeah, kind of excited. My friends told me to do a little get to know me video for my first upload, so that's what this one's going to be about. Just a bit of getting to know me. Some people have some questions they want to ask me, so I'm going to answer them, and yeah, just kind of let you get to know me and what I'm about and what I do. So let's get into it.
Give me some time, baby. I wanna ball with you with no one else. I hate when you cry, baby. When you hear this, I hope that you can feel it. Cause baby, it took me some time, now I'm backwards, yeah. Wish that this time would move faster. I'm waiting on your call.
So the basics about me, I'm 23. My name is Kaya. Kaya, whatever. Whatever you guys want to call me. I've literally had it all. So yeah, I'm 23. I was born and raised in Clapham Junction, South London. I'm a care assistant. I've kind of had a lot of jobs, but we'll get into that in the video. Yeah, at the moment I'm a care assistant, so key worker, a bit of a hard job. But yeah, that's just the basics really. So I'm gonna get to the question. So the first question, somebody asked, who were your biggest influences growing up? For me, I'd have to say my grandma. My grandma is my biggest influence because she came over to this country when she was 17. And she didn't have anything. She didn't have nothing. She had just the clothes on her back. Fast forward a few years later, she owned two businesses. Two successful businesses in Bermondsey. So for me, she's always been my biggest influences, knowing that she could come from nothing and make something. And she also gave me like the best experiences in life. And she also taught me a lot. So yeah, definitely would have to be my grandma. Is how did you get into flight attending and what was your favourite thing about it? For those who don't know, I was a flight attendant previously. I worked for Thomas Cook and I got into it. My cousin was also a flight attendant at the time. Looking up to her, I was like, oh my god, I want that job. So she was like, just apply for it. Just apply and see how it goes. For a couple of years I kept applying. I wasn't getting nowhere. I finally applied for Thomas Cook and got an interview. Trust me, it took a lot of preparation. Like, you have to know what you're talking about, especially when you go into the interviews. I'm quite good with interviews myself, so I didn't find it that hard, but I made sure that I'd basically done my research beforehand. Went to my interview. I'd done performing arts in school, so one of the tasks was role play. It was quite daunting, quite scary, but I kind of got to grips with it. And then they basically split you up, so they take some people out the room and keep some people in the room, and then whoever's in the room, you basically have got the job. Whoever's out of the room, you don't. So when they called people out and I was still sitting in there, I was a bit like, oh no, what's going on? Like, oh. But then they said, congratulations, like, you've got the job. So yeah, so then I got the email saying that I start my 5-week training. 5 weeks sitting in the classroom, doing exams. Like, I hated exams in school, so for me, I was like, wasn't too excited about that. But yeah, so I went and done my 5 weeks training. It was hard. It was a lot of work, the exams were quite difficult. It's like you had to get past the 90% mark, otherwise you would fail. You get like 3 attempts to do the exams. If you fail 3 times, then you're gone. So luckily I passed that, and then we had to do a physical, which was like swimming, fire safety, so you had to put out a fire, and going down a slide. Yeah, so we had to do all that. Also like learning how to open and close the doors, and safety, first aid, CPR, etc, etc, etc. Yeah, so wasn't too excited about that, but yeah, so I went and done my 5 weeks training. It was hard, it was a lot of work. The exams were quite difficult. It's like you had to get past the 90% mark, otherwise you would fail. You get like 3 attempts to do the exams. If you fail 3 times, then you're gone. So luckily I passed that, and then we had to do a physical, which was like swimming, fire safety, so you had to put out a fire, and going down a slide. Yeah, so we had to do all that. Also like learning how to open and close the doors, and safety, first aid, CPR, etc, etc, etc. Passed my exams, finally became a qualified flight attendant, had my graduation, and then bam, first flight. And I was scared, I was so nervous. But luckily your first flight, you're just kind of observing, you're not actually working. So I was just observing, I was following the rest of the flight attendants around, seeing what they was doing, getting some tips. I would literally carry a notepad. It sounds so sad. Carry a notepad around with me and like jot notes down so that I would remember. But it was just like, none of them notes mattered once you were in the job, because you just know. Like, it couple weeks in now to being a flight attendant, I kind of just, it was almost like routine. So you kind of know what you're doing, you know what to do when you get on, you know what to serve, like you know what to say. So yeah, so for me that was probably my favourite job. I've done a lot of jobs, that was definitely my favourite job, and I really want to go back to doing it, but thanks Corona, that's not possible at the moment. But my favourite thing about being a flight attendant, I would have to say, was meeting so many different people, and also just having that experience, like being able to say to your friends, oh hey, what you up to? Oh, I've just flown to Egypt and back, or I've just flown to Italy and back. Like, just the excitement of it all. Yeah. Couple weeks in now to being a flight attendant, I kind of just, it was almost like routine. So you kind of know what you're doing, you know what to do when you get on, you know what to serve, like you know what to say. So yeah, so for me that was probably my favourite job. I've done a lot of jobs, that was definitely my favourite job, and I really want to go back to doing it, but thanks Corona, that's not possible at the moment. But my favourite thing about being a flight attendant, I would have to say, was meeting so many different people, and also just having that experience, like being able to say to your friends, oh hey, what you up to? Oh, I've just flown to Egypt and back, or I've just flown to Italy and back. Like, just the excitement of it all was just amazing. Lotus, I love you guys, I actually do, and I cannot wait for this to be over so I can dress up and go back out. Like, I want a cocktail, I want to go out, I want to walk out of the club, I should say, drunk at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, I want that so badly. So yeah, Lotus, I love you guys, I actually do, and I cannot wait for this to be over so I can dress up and go back out. Like, I want a cocktail, I want to go out, I want to walk out of the club, I should say, drunk at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, I want that so badly. So, next question. What countries have you visited? I have visited Mexico twice, Cuba, I've been to America 3 times. I've been to Egypt, I've been to Italy, I've been to Spain, I've been to Amsterdam. Been to a lot of countries. Alright, next question. For those who are still interested in my life. What was your experience like in Jamaica? I don't think I mentioned that I've been to Jamaica in this video. Didn't. Yes, I went to Jamaica. I spent about almost a month in Jamaica. My experience, I literally love Jamaica. I think it is the best place ever. I didn't stay in a hotel. I stayed in a friend's family's house. I stayed in Old Harbour, St. Catherine in Kingston. Yeah, I love Jamaica. I can't wait to go back. Like, the food, the people, the parties. I even went to carnival. Like, the University of the West Indies have their own carnival. Yeah, so Jamaica, my experience in Jamaica was amazing. Like, anyone who is thinking about going there, honestly, go. My next question was, who is your celebrity crush? Well, my UK celebrity crush would definitely have to be Blade Brown. Like, oh, he's a bit of me. Like, he's really a bit of me. But my overall celebrity crush, I think, would have to be Jacquees. I don't know, there's something about him, like his lyrics, the way he sings. I just think he's Jacquees, if you ever watch this, hit your girl up. Moving on from that. Somebody asked, what was your worst date experience? My worst date experience, I would say, would be, I went to a shisha bar with a boy once, and the whole date was just like it was just dead. We didn't talk, didn't conversate. I ended up having to make an excuse and saying that my mom was texting me asking me to come home, so I had to just scoot out of there real quick. Because I'm not, like, with me, I'm a talkative person. If I can't have a conversation with you, then it's not going to work, my darling. I'm like, I'm really sorry, but it ain't working. Like, just, no, not happening. Okay, somebody else asked, who's your favourite Who is your favourite YouTube star? I think I remember my first YouTube video that I watched. It was Young Philly on the Wall of Comedy, doing this trick question. So he kind of got me into watching him. But my favourite YouTube star would have to be Nella Rose. I think Nella Rose is just amazing. Like, she's so real and she just loves herself. Like, she's so positive, she's so funny, she just doesn't care. She honestly doesn't care. So yeah, she would have to be my favourite, I'm not gonna lie. I really like this question. Someone said, what are your goals and ideas of success? My goals in life, for me, I need to find a boo. I'm joking. My goal would definitely just be financially stable, be able to own my own home. Definitely want to get back into flying. I want to travel. I want to just live happy and healthy. Like, in all honesty, that's just it. Like, I'm not one of these girls who's like, oh, I want a Birkin. Like, no. Happy with Primani, babes. It's all good over here. What do I do? I'm currently a care assistant, so I care for basically mainly dementia and Alzheimer's patients. I don't know what's wrong with me today, like I can't speak. But yeah, mainly the dementia and Alzheimer's patients. Yeah, so I go into their homes, I look after them, make sure they're okay, give them food, clean up, give them medication, yeah, keep them company. So yeah, that not majorly exciting, but yeah, I'm a key worker, so at the moment I'm still working during all this stupidness that's going on. Yeah, that's my job. That's what I do. Right, my last question, I was saving this one to last. Somebody asked, how do you feel about getting the vaccine? I am getting the vaccine. I'm actually getting the vaccine tomorrow, but because I'm going to release this, I might release it tonight, I might release it tomorrow, I don't know yet. So yeah, I'll be getting the vaccine soon. I'm okay. I'm not scared really. I'm kind of scared, I'm nervous, but I'm not. I'm being put forward for the vaccine because I'm high risk, and because of the job I do, they said it would be better for me to get it done now rather than later. So yeah, I'm not really too worried about it, if I'm honest with you. It is what it is. I mean, to be honest, I don't know half the stuff I put in my body anyway, so what's a little more gonna do? Yeah, so I'm going to be getting the vaccine. I'm actually going to try and record, if they let me getting the vaccine. I'm going to try and vlog it. Vlog me going there, vlog me getting it done, vlog how I feel after, so you guys kind of know. Because a lot of people have been saying like, oh, let me know how it goes. Like, okay, I'll be the guinea pig. Thank you very much. I'll let you know. But yeah, I'm going to try and record it. But yeah, I think that's it. That's majority of the questions anyway that I was gonna answer. Feel free to obviously follow my Instagram, follow my Snapchat, and also please like, comment and subscribe.